Hey everybody, welcome back to Ready Steady Play. How's everybody doing? Having a wonderful Thursday, end of the week. We're back for more Townsfolk Tussle. I'll show you the box. So, actually I will. Here it is, I've just made a mess. Look at that! It's Townsfolk Tussle, part 2, in which we're going to fight another person, and we're going to show them why Chris and I are the best board gamers. Significantly more accomplished, in my case, at Townsfolk Tussle than Elden Ring. There's Chris. Hey Chris, how you doing? This is true. I was lucky to get him away from his Elden Ring schedule and join us for this live stream. Okay, apparently nobody can hear you, so that's a shame.
No.
There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Thanks.
Oh.
Chris was just explaining how he's already beaten Elden Ring. He's about to start New Game Plus.
Yeah, completed it, mate. Now I'm about 10 hours in now. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning and played from 5 to 10.
Yeah, that's right, because I feel like you were messaging me like before you went to bed or something about Elden Ring, and I was like, Chris is up at an odd time for him.
What time did I message you at? I can't remember. Was it last? Because I played about 2.5 hours yesterday. That was my first time I played at all, and I just played about 2.5 hours just to get to grips with it. Went to bed early. Was up at 5 a.m. Played 5 hours. Had lunch.
Yeah, you were messaging me at 10:30, which is an odd time for you to message me about Elden Ring.
That's literally after I stopped playing. Then I literally stopped for a late breakfast, early lunch at that point.
Hallenbeck says, how come Ollie or Michael isn't joining? Because they don't have Townsfolk Tussle, Hallenbeck.
It's true. It's true. They don't kickstart. They're not kickstarters like we are.
Exactly. So Chris and I are the Kickstarter addicts, so we bring you these online series because this is the only efficient way for us to cover Kickstarter content.
And actually get the games to the table that we paid for.
I mean, I've got actually a series in my pocket at the moment that I filmed with Michael back in like December, which hasn't come out yet because I'm currently working on commission stuff, and Hollenbeck says, well, let them sit next to you. Aren't you Brits out of COVID yet? Yeah, I mean, it's Hollenbeck, it's all about managing sort of my schedule, really. Like, but for terms of the live streams, I mean, part of it is, yeah, it's really all around my availability, because I've got to manage the rules commissions with the series and all that, and it's a lot with all the editing. So we can do stuff like
it's also syncing up availabilities as well, right?
Yes, what winds up happening is my schedule is often quite dominated by the channel work, and so I tend to sort of do a lot of stuff like quite last minute, which is why this remote format's working. Hallenbeck, I mean, Michael and I got together to do the first live stream we'd ever done together for a board game, which was really exciting. We did Descent, Legends of the Dark. I really enjoyed doing that with Michael, and I'm definitely keen to do that again. At the moment, I've got 2 rules videos that I've been commissioned to do that I'm working on at the moment, which are really dominating my schedule. Both of them are due at the end of the month, so that's kind of a thing, and that's sort of where I'm trying to manage this as a burgeoning business, because I've talked about this a bit before. So if you all are here for Townsfolk Tussle, sorry for the tangent. This is probably the perfect topic for my chatting live streams, which I've just started doing, and maybe I should save it for that. So what I'll do is I'll quickly summarize by saying the channel is supported in 2 ways: by Patreon and our wonderful supporters on Patreon, which lets us do whatever we want, and also by commissions on the rules videos. And because I've started charging for those rules videos, they need to be, top quality work. And as such, I'm putting in a lot more effort. There we go.
Yeah, stream's gone.
Just give this a minute to catch up. Sorry about that. OBS disconnected for some oh, still thinking about it. Sorry, we'll just sit here to listen to the nice music. Nice jazz.
You're okay. You're okay. I'm getting the stream through.
Yeah, we're back. Okay, good. So I just wanted to say that because I hope you saw some of the improvements I made to the rules video process in the Legacies Allure video. I thought that was a pretty good one. But
yeah, it was a good one. That was your best, I think.
Well, that's and that's so now I've had to go back and reshoot a lot of one of the ones I'm still working on because I want to apply some of those improvements to that video. So I put a lot of work into that video, way more than I charged for. But a part of it is about improving my process and improvements to the sort of the production process on my end as well. And fortunately, the commissioner's been happy to sort of patient while I've done that. Has been patient while I've done that, so that's really helpful. But ultimately, I've got another series actually. I talked about this that I've edited in its entirety. That Chris and Michael and I all shot together in November, and I'm working on a rules video for that. But and it's all ready to release. It's like ready to go, except that the company who commissioned the rules video haven't actually been able to get their finances in order to pay me yet. So I don't know if I should really talk about that. The point is, I'm figuring out how this world of commission work works, and to bring you guys the best content I can. And of course, we're going to continue to produce the stuff that we can. But in the meantime, these live streams are kind of sort of to keep content coming out in a way that we can manage with everything else. And
but we are filming together again in person again, as we've had Golem already. You and Michael have that one coming. We have that other one coming you just mentioned.
Yeah.
And wasn't there another one? Oh, we did Legacy of Allure. You and I did Legacy of Allure. That's already released.
Yeah.
And we've got a few others that we definitely want to. I know. Well, I definitely want to meet up and do Brian Baru. That's how you pronounce it, by the way, Baru.
Brian Baru. Yeah. So Osprey Games very kindly sent me a review copy of that, and we want to check that out. That's a 3-player, so we'll need to get Michael over for that. I'm sure he'll probably hate it. It's just not his kind of thing. But too bad. And then also the Ollie's been very, very busy with his personal life. So Ollie's absence is not really anything to do with my work on the channel, but more to do with the fact that he's sort of figuring a bunch of stuff out in a good way. He's had a lot of positive developments in his personal life, and he's sort of looking at how he can sort of implement those and sort of evolve his situation, which is great. But it has meant that because Ollie travels from very far away to do the show, and so it's just a bit more difficult for him to. He travels the furthest out of any of us, which is saying something. Chris comes from East London, Michael comes from South London. Amazingly, we all live in different parts of London, which is such a pain in the ass. But now that yes, in terms of COVID, there's no more restrictions at all. That's the thing with you guys. You still deliver, even if it's a bad game or a personal dislike. Oh, thanks, Hallenbeck. Yeah, we. I don't want to. I don't want to conceal if the. I think I was actually talking to to someone about this at the board game club just the other day. It's so interesting how subjective board game opinions are and stuff like that. I think it's very rare for a game to be genuinely bad unless it's currently in development. It's just not. It's much more the case that a game's just not something that is your style, or it's not something you enjoy particularly. And also, so much of board gaming is contingent on your crew. You might wind up playing a game that's very AP-inducing with someone who gets really bad AP, and it's a miserable experience, even though the game's actually pretty good. And then, yeah, as Mark says, some bad games are great to play. Generally speaking, I like games with interesting decision space, and if there is random luck involved, I like it when that luck, the game offers you interesting ways to mitigate bad luck. Having said that, some of the most fun I've ever had is games that are just utter random nonsense, and everyone's just riding the roller coaster and laughing, It's hard to find that sort of, that game that hits that sweet spot, because so many of those games that are just luck can just as easily as they create these highs of exuberance as someone else fails spectacularly, they also create these sort of senses of people being hard done by or being unfairly punished and not having a good time. So it's the games that actually manage to bring out that feeling are really are gems to come by, I think. So just ultimately, yes, we want to do more stuff together, and it's mostly about the business. I actually wanted to look at trying to free up my life orientation to put more time into the channel work. But that's, again, another thing. I've got to actually start really running RSP as a business in terms of, like, you know, how I manage it. And it's just more work for me to figure out. Because I'm not a businessman, guys. I'm a, I'm a goofy board game player. Anyway, I said I'd do it succinctly, and then in my true style, I didn't. I just rabbited on for ages, stream of consciousness style.
Interesting getting back on track then. I so briefly want to say, Eddie says he managed to pick up an out-of-print copy of Fortune and Glory for $50. I'm not familiar with that.
So Fortune and Glory is an adventure game in the style of Indiana Jones. It's cooperative. You're playing against sort of like the evil forces. I think it's the Nazis, actually. I'm pretty sure you're playing against the Nazis. And you journey around a map, resolving events and throwing dice and stuff like that. It's definitely falls into that highs and lows roller coaster thing I was just talking about. But it's a much smaller issue in that game because it's entirely cooperative. You know,
and Heckers, you're absolutely right. I was literally playing Elden Ring 30 minutes before I joined Mike on the call.
And Chris has been giving me some tips, so I'm gonna get ready for another Elden Ring live stream at some point as well. That's something easy I can do, and it's a nice break for me to get away from editing and video production and share that with you guys as well.
Mike's a lot better at games and will be a lot better at Elden Ring than that playthrough would suggest.
It turns out that Souls systems are quite complex, and if you have no idea how the system works, learning it live on stream is not a great way to figure out how it works.
It's really easy to miss something really simple, which you did. You missed something really basic and simple, and which is because it isn't taught to you properly, and then it just made everything else so much harder. But still, we'll amend that for your next stream.
Absolutely, and we've got so we're gonna sort that out as well. I feel like there's something else I wanted to mention actually just before we moved on from this topic of sort of like the business of RSP, but you know, I mean, I didn't just to sort of summarize this again. I've said it 1,000 times, but I never ever wanted to take any money for the gameplay stuff or any of the stuff we do here other than the rules videos, which I feel like have to be commissions because of the amount of work that goes into them. And also I think that everybody who's making them should be getting paid in some respect. I think that they're too much work to do well not to get paid for, and too many companies expect them to be produced for free because of the precedent we've set as a content creation community. And so I had to start doing that, which means now I've got a bit less, how should I put that? A bit less autonomy over what I do and don't cover. Of course, I do reach out to companies and say, hey, I love this game, or we played this game. And this is exactly what happened with the series that we filmed. We filmed the whole series, I edited the whole series, and then I shared it with the company, and I said, guys, this is our series on your game. We liked your game. Do you want, I usually do a rules video with these series, would you like to commission one? And they came back and said yes, which is absolutely sort of the perfect kind of way I would like to cover these games going forward. But it's just the case that getting the finances in order with them has been has delayed the release, which is again not a big problem because you know it's you know, putting the content out earlier helps me because we can cover games while they're hot. But ultimately, that's not my priority. My priority is putting out good content, entertaining content, and accurate rules videos for you guys and for the Patreons as well. But it just has meant that the schedule for the shows and stuff has been a bit all over the place. And so I do my best to keep everyone informed of what's going on, and I highly suggest following me either on Instagram or liking the Facebook page or the Twitter. And I don't like shilling my social media. I don't do anything on social media because I really don't particularly like to engage with those platforms. But what I do is I tweet out or share like the thumbnail, like we're going live. Here's a link, you know. And so if you do check us out on those platforms or follow us or turn on the notifications, that's the best way to find out when there's a video coming out or a new series or something like this is happening. And yeah, I'd love to do more rules videos, Heggers. But of course I have a limited bandwidth for producing those and everything else as well. And so I you know, I tend to give the time to the people who are willing to pay for it, or support those videos.
The rules video specifically.
Yes, the rules videos specifically. I don't charge for anything else. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Everything that's not a rules video entirely supported by the patrons. And that's it, you know. And of course the YouTube ad revenue, but there's barely any of that. That's not even a factor, really. I've discovered that the only reason really to turn on ads on these videos at all is because the YouTube algorithm likes it and shares the videos better internally if you have ads on. But yeah, this Townsfolk Tussle and everything that comes along with it entirely thanks to the patrons. The fact that this looks good or looks decent. Here we've got this table over the headshot. All of these cameras and things from patron support. So thanks you guys so much for all of your support. I really couldn't be doing it without you. And quite frankly, if I had my way, I would support all this content via Patreon. But unfortunately, the rules videos are just too much work to produce to fund them any other way. At least at this stage.
Let's get ready to tussle.
Let's do it! So, as you can see, here we are in Townsfolk Tussle. We've just finished resolving the second towns phase, which means we're now ready to go into the second fight.
Let's find out who it is first. Who is the hooligan?
Oh, Heggers, you're so generous. Please don't feel like I'm trying to elicit more support. Honestly, I'm only mentioning the patron stuff at all because I want to say thanks so much to you guys that are able to support. And of course, you know, if you're not able to support, that's completely understandable. And what you can do is tell people that the show is good or share it around. Even just
Heggers, did you know that if you contributed £30,000 a month, you'd be able to fund the entire channel and all of us to go full time?
Yeah, that's
For only £30,000 a month.
Yeah, what we need is a altruistic Russian oligarch to come and support the channel.
That's too soon. Too soon.
Sorry. I know. I'm my own worst enemy.
No, humor is useful for disarming terrifying events.
It's true. As soon as I win the lottery. Yeah, that's right, Heggers. I expect to be your first beneficiary when you win the lottery. But actually, you've been incredibly supportive, as has Eddie and all the other patrons who support the show and who are here in chat as well. And I hope that you enjoy the show, guys, because this is here for you. With that in mind, we've got a hooligan to reveal. I'm going to grab this camera so you can get a nice close-up of this token as it is revealed.
I do have a question mark on my hooligan section, but it is purely ceremonial, as it does not matter what's printed on the other side of it.
All right, here we go. It's this one, isn't it? Hooligan, or Ruffian number 2, hooligan level. Have you ever considered a newer logo or animation intro? Hallenbeck, god damn it! Yes, I really want to redo the intro. The logo is actually the second edition of the logo. The first edition was pretty bad. This one, I think is fine. Like, could I make improvements? Yes. Does that take out time from my already really busy schedule? Also, yes. Is it a priority?
I still remember when that logo was made, and we voted on it.
That's true. Yeah, the intro really needs to be redone. But the thing is as well, like a lot of board game content creators use pieces of software that sort of automatically produce these things, and so you'll actually notice a lot of commonalities across their transitions, their logos, their things like that. I decided in true Mike fashion, I wasn't going to use any of these automatically produced transitions or anything. I was going to do it all myself by learning to use the Adobe Creative Suite completely autonomously for basically from the ground up, because I learned to edit on Final Cut Pro and Avid. So, like, I basically started using Premiere Pro and Illustrator and Photoshop and After Effects all from the ground up. And that was a journey of sort of personal improvement because I thought, if I'm going to do this thing seriously, I need to be a professional content producer. Anyway, the point is, it means everything takes way longer, and I made everything harder for myself, and it doesn't even look good. So, but Hager's
make the point that you have to make the mugs again if we change the logo.
Yeah, I'm not changing the logo. I'm fine with the logo.
Here's what's gonna happen. Mike's gonna have another let's talk stream in the near future where he will talk at length about all these issues.
Listen, Helen Becker, you're a patron, aren't you? I think you supported the show at some point. And I think you're supporting it under a different name, or when you. Anyway, the point is, I actually asked for talking points in a recent Patreon post. So if you are a Patreon supporting the show, you can leave a comment right there, and I'll talk your ear off about this stuff. And you can come and engage with me. But Chris has got something on a bit later, and we have to get to beating up this guy.
It's not Elden Ring before you said
it's not more Elden Ring.
That'll be even later if I'm awake. Who is the hooligan?
Pepin Milk Frog.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but I will find him.
I'm going to say he's some kind of frog.
Yes, he is. I found him.
I think he's actually, he's literally the one that's on top of my stack here. Yeah, the mugs are going to become collector's items.
That's the dream. That one day those mugs will be worth so much money because there are only X number in the world. Here's my frog. Now you find all the terrain.
Eddie's like, yes, it is Elden Ring. Time for an intervention.
It's not Elden Ring.
The Dairy Boy, Pepin Milk Frog. Alright, what's this looking at? That's my player board, I guess.
What do I need?
Do I not have more zooms here? Oh, I don't have more zooms here.
Do you have all your terrain kind of easy to eat, kind of fairly at hand?
Ish.
I'm having to fetch all that now.
Pepin is an out-of-towner, but his face is well known around Eureka Springs. He was a milkman that sold his own patented milk from town to town, which he claimed knocked the socks off the standard stuff. Yet he never explained what or where it came from. After some shady milk-related deaths in Eureka Springs, the old sheriff banned Pepin from peddling his milk in town. Pepin's reputation was tarnished, and his milkman days were over. Now Pepin is back to seek vengeance on the people who shunned his milk and ruined his career. Why is Chris all the way over there?
Hi.
I need to move Chris.
Just finding all the terrain. What is that? Is that a... What is that? There's one piece terrain, I really don't know what it is.
So...
Oh, it's a bear trap.
2 players, so he's got 6 movement. And he's got 11 hit points. We just cannot escape tarnish this week. I don't know what you mean. Oh, yeah.
Well, tarnish is what you are in Elden Ring.
Yeah, we're tarnished, right?
Yeah. We're not undead. We're not unkindled. We're not ashen ones or hollow. Tarnished. Definitely not Dark Souls. It's totally different.
None of those other things mean anything to me because I didn't play those games. Are you hollowed in Demon Souls?
No, I can't remember what you are. You're in. I know that when you die, you're in soul form, and that means you've half health available to you. In human form and soul form. I don't think the concepts were well fleshed out back then.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that. I don't remember much of anything. Where are we? What's going on?
You didn't play very much, did you?
Sorry?
You didn't play very much of Demon Souls.
No, not a whole lot of it, no.
Sorry, I'm just setting up my board.
That's a totally annoyed frog. He's hopping mad.
That well is like way up on the corner. This is an interesting layout of terrain.
What I like about this particular one is that there's no one-piece terrains. Oh, there is. There's one bear trap. Damn it. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I like how the bear trap has a set and unset side. So it's like, oh, the bear trap's going to go off. I mean, sorry, guys. You can't really see it because the tile's green. But then, oh, no, it got you. Egger says, speaking of puns, Chris, you missed a good pun in the last Townsfolk Tussle.
Oh, what was it?
Chris's reputation's ruined. Wait a minute.
Well, I missed it. I had the opportunity and didn't say it, or I missed, or you made it. I didn't realize you'd made it.
Have they? It does. The picture shows the trap on the triggered side. I assume it's supposed to start on the untriggered side.
Unless maybe we have to prime it. Yeah, no, we have to prime it.
Okay, so we actually have to set the trap then.
Yeah, that's the. We'll go through the terrain now in a second. We can.
Good.
What
What have I done with the river? Damn it!
It's the reverse of the trench we had last one.
Yeah, I just there it is. Right, I just dumped all these into a box when I was getting the pieces out, and I can't find anything. But I'm quite excited to go back and play more Elden Ring. I've been trying to get back to it all week, actually, but I've just been too sleepy from editing.
Yeah, it's not a good game to play when you're tired.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer because I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get to play this if I don't play it on the stream. And then what happened was I because I just don't have time for this kind of thing really at all. Or at least it gave me a good excuse to make time for it, is what I should say. And then it was supposed to be a nice, easy, sort of relaxing thing to do with you guys on stream. It turns out that this is the least relaxing video game of all time.
And when the Scarecrow stuffed his shirt with corn, you said irritating. It could have been irritating. God damn it. Ears of corn. How do you know I didn't say irritating? Maybe I was just being very subtle.
I feel like when you're sort of saying puns like that on the show, you have to be like, you have to say it like irritating. It'd just be super obvious.
Yeah, well, not when you're a master of comedy like I am.
Well, I'm the master of accidental puns. I'll literally do it, and then everyone will be like, "Oh, great pun," and I'll be like, "Yes, great pun."
You look set up to me. I think. Are you? Yeah, you're looking for the cards.
Yeah, getting the cards out. I think I did everything. I think I got everything. Or did I just put?
Yeah, it looks right to me.
Grand. Okay, I can spend the whole stream trying to knock on the farmer's door again.
Yeah, if you really wanted to. I've even set up the frogman.
Look at you go.
Oh yes, we have to set up his. Oh, I have to switch. I have to turn this board over to the boss side. Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different things, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. What have I missed? The well. Bum, 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 bum. Is there? There might always be 7 things actually. Oh no, murky moat is a feature as well. Oh yes, I got the well. I haven't got murky moat. There we go.
Where are you, boss man?
Where?
Literally the last one. There he is. He gets to go first. Oh no.
Yeah.
And you've done this already. His movement is 6. That's a lot of movement.
Will the townsfolk be defeated, or will the ruffian croak?
Did you make that up, or did he? No, you didn't take it.
It's Haggers.
Of course.
Of course, yeah. If it's a deliberate pun, it's Haggers. If it's accidental, and then I behave as though it was deliberate, it's mine.
Oh, as a hooligan, he's a milk tosser. At the start of Pepin's turn, he deals 1 damage to the closest townsfolk within 5 squares. Oh my god, that's terrible. That's awful. So I guess we want to start off far away from him then.
Milk talk. Oh yeah, it's right here on the this ability here. Hooligan. Milk. Oh yeah, hooligan. Right, because this is level 2.
Well, there are only 2 places that we're allowed to start in that are 5 away. So I suggest we just start in those 2. Don't take any damage immediately before as the thing starts.
So one person is in K2 and one person is in G8.
Yeah, I think that's the only way to do it.
All right. Well, I've put you at K2, but we can swap over if you like. I'm just getting his behavior cards. And
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I got them.
is there anything else? I think that's it.
No, that's it. We should read what all the terrain does, of course.
Yes. Okay. Let's learn about this fight and what's going on. This is, I just realized there's a bunch of crap on my desk here. Usually I push it out of sight, but this is a piece of paper that is my cat's favorite toy. We play this game, we've developed this game, entirely her creation, where I put this in the recycling bin, and then she goes in the bin and gets it out again and brings it to me. Like, she loves this. I don't know why. I never spend money on your cat is the moral of this story. It doesn't.
Well, speaking of stuff on your desk and not spending money on your cat, I mean, one of my cats is currently asleep in a box next to me on the desk right here. Because they love boxes, don't you, Fitzy?
Yeah, Bonbon loves boxes.
He's so cute.
I mean, Bonbon's the biggest grouch ever, but I mean, she's not actually. But she's quite grouchy. She's not at all friendly like. Well, Fitzy's the dark one, isn't he?
Yeah, so, yeah. He's just chilling here.
It's usually
He's not
Skimble that comes up and gets into our face, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he'll get into anyone's face, but Fitzy won't. Fitzy is just resting here.
And he says, I've tried to explain this thing to my sister, but she still hasn't learned.
Alright, should we go through the terrain?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay.
Alright, so we've got Wishing Well here. This is my number 1 for whatever reason. First one I found. It's an obstacle, actually not a terrain. You can pay 2 coins to make a wish. Roll the die. On a 1 to a 3, you throw some coins in and nothing happens. On a 4 to 7, you wish for better health, and it somehow works. Restore a hit point. And then on an 8 or more, your eye catches something glinting in the well's bucket. Wish granted. Receive the first card from the peddler deck worth 10 coins or less. You may equip it immediately, and the wishing well can no longer be activated. You flip it to the empty side. So that's cool. So you can actually get multiple health back here, but also we're flat broke.
I have 3 money, so I could do it.
Well, I have 2, but it also doesn't feel like a good use of our money.
I don't know. If I get the opportunity, I might give it a go. I'll see.
But if I get desperate because I'm dying.
True. Next.
Alright, next up we got the Old Jalopy. Obstacle. 1 box. Attempt to send the jalopy flying. Roll. A 1 to a 4. The car won't start. Nothing happens. On a 5+, move the old jalopy forward until it collides with a terrain piece or the board edge. All the characters that are in its path take 3 damage and then remove it from the board. 3 damage is a good amount of damage. We should definitely try to set this up.
Yes, 100%.
So I'm thinking actually maybe you and I should swap starting positions so that, because I'm ranged anyway, and also I can only shoot once every 2 turns. If I start nearer the car, I can sort of move over that way more easily.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and also if you do end up hitting me with the car, I've got two pieces of equipment that negates all damage.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably only hit you with the car if we were like, we should do it now. I just
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm talking about, though.
So if you were here last time, you know what the rickety.
Also, my shaky hands means I lower my terrain rolls by 1. So we want you to be doing that.
Is that obstacles as well?
Terrain is everything. Obstacles are terrain, and feet are terrain.
You're right. Yes, and I should know that because they were all on the terrain spaces. Yeah. So the you know this rickety farm from last time. What you do is you walk up to it, you roll a die, and then nothing happens.
The farmer might come out and shoot him for 3 damage. Pretty cool.
Did I even manage to trigger that last time? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. The fence as well. This was in our last game. You can hop over it. Well, you can interact with it, and on a success, you can break it down or hop over it. On a 1 to 3, you just get kind of stuck on the fence and waste your action point.
It's a frog, Heggers.
It sounds.
Heggers, hop it.
The Buzzin' Beehive says, if a townsfolk or ruffian starts their turn adjacent to this, they take a damage. The bees don't pick sides, they sting without prejudice. Thanks, bees. So that might be...
I respect that.
Yeah. The bees for president. The bear trap is a feature, and it's out of focus. Come on. Come on. There we go. So 2 action points to set the trap. You roll a die. On a 1 to 2, you fail. On a 3+, you set the trap. The ruffian moves onto it. For any reason, they immediately take 2 damage and lose 2 movement, and then you remove it from the board. I mean, there's lots of opportunities here to do damage to him. So maybe actually, because he throws milk around, maybe the better strategy would be to try to utilize these terrains to our advantage.
Don't act. It was just a pun. I'm sorry.
Heggers is... Hey, look, Heggers is such a generous patron that if he tells me to flip the table, I'm going to have to flip it.
Don't say that!
Murky Moat. Can only be passed over via the bridge. When standing on the bridge, you can pull the plug for 2 action points. When activated, the water drains from the moat and the bridge collapses beneath your feet. Flip it over to, and now it becomes the dangerous ditch. That's pretty neat. I do like all these double-sided tokens, actually.
Oh, wait. So... Okay. Also, actually, I'm close. I'm close to him, so they'll probably attack me, which is also a good thing because I think I'm stronger than you.
Yeah, you're much tankier, and also you're near the beehive, I guess.
Yeah. Although the only thing is, I'm able to heal you, but I can't heal myself. But that's still fine.
Yeah. The thing is as well, if he comes towards you, then maybe he gets to the. He's going to send right for the car. Maybe I can just go and get him with that.
You'll be able to get to that car very quickly because of your accordion boots.
Oh yeah, move exactly 5 steps in a straight line. You may move through any ruffians or terrain, but you must end the movement on an empty square. Yeah, I mean, I can literally just move right over that fence.
But can you go over terrain with it? You can move through terrain with it. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, or ruffians.
Yeah, you could actually activate that car at turn 1, right? What's your movement? Your movement is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, you can activate that car on your first turn.
Yeah, but it's only usable once per fight. But I feel like that's a good use of it.
That's a good use of it. Yeah, I think so. Let's see what he does. The first thing that's going to happen is he's actually going to go first, and he's going to pull a behavior card.
Yeah. So here we go. 1 behavior card for Pep and Milk Frog, and Milk Toss. Well, actually, his behavior first here is at the start of his turn, he throws a milk at us if we're close enough, but we're not.
Ah, we're too clever.
So, with this behavior, he's going to target the furthest away townsfolk.
God damn it, it's you.
which is me. It's a ranged attack. If the target is within 9 squares, I think I am, they take 1 damage, turn Pepin around, and move him forward.
What does that mean?
If the target is, they take 1. Well, I mean, it means I take a damage.
What does turn him around and move him forward mean?
I mean, I guess it means because he's ranged, he's going to turn away from me and move away from me. Right? Because I...
No, oh, what? Move forward doesn't mean anything.
Right, but he...
That is a meaningless term in the way this game does movement.
This tussling is very riveting. You guys are the best. Just the best. Also, we had Croak, Eddie. I'm sorry, no points for Croak. As Hager said, I hope the I hope the ruffian croaks, something like that.
That means nothing. I don't know what. I have absolutely no idea what they mean by that. By turn him around and move him forward.
I love card games. If the
he wouldn't want to go towards you because then I guess he would. Does he move towards you?
Well, then it would just say move him forward, right? Because the implication is he's just done a ranged attack, so he's facing me. Yeah, I think he turns. I think he turns, throws the milk at me, and then he turns 180 and walks away from me.
But there's no facing. There's no facing in this game.
Yeah, he's got an arrow on his base.
I'm using the standees, but there isn't. The rule book doesn't make any reference to facing.
Well, we've got. I mean, the miniatures clearly have a front, but all the enemies also have a little arrow on their base.
Okay.
So I mean, in the interests of if anyone knows any better, let us know. But my sort of interpretation is that he's then going to turn to he's going to turn like this to face us, to face me, and then he's going to throw a milk bottle at me. He'll do a damage, and then he's going to turn him around. I guess means turn him away. And then he's just going to move forward to the edge of the board here, presumably because he's ranged and he wants to get away.
No, he's not moving away from me. Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is how they're managing the ranged aspect of him, right? He actually wants to keep distance.
It doesn't say. He doesn't say turn him to. Like, there's nothing in the rules that say when he attack a ranged attack, someone doing a ranged attack turns to face the thing. There is no facing. Facing's not a thing. Yeah, there is no facing. Like 100%, there is no facing in this game.
It just doesn't talk about it in the rules, huh?
No, it doesn't exist at all.
Well then, we've got a problem. Our rules, our card is referring to rules that don't exist. But yeah, I think that this is what makes the most sense to me anyway in terms of what they might be talking about.
Oh, there's one reference to facing, which just says when they move, they face the target. That's it.
Or when they attack, or when they move?
Facing. When they move. Yeah, when they attack, it doesn't say anything about facing.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I still think this is. I still think this is the intention of the card.
Okay, go ahead then.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, so I'm going to take 1 damage. The after effect is the glass shatters. Everyone within 3 of me takes a damage, but there's no one there, so that's fine. So I go down to 3. Oh, I don't have enough hit points. This is awful. And then he turns around and he moves away. Because, I mean, otherwise he's just, if his, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it's something. You gotta do something, I guess. Hopefully the rest of the cards are clearer on what he does.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
All right, your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, well, I guess, I mean, I can't hit him with the car yet, because he managed to not move towards you, jerk. So I've got, what have I got? I've got 5 points of movement thanks to the accordion boots. So I can, what I'm thinking is get close enough to shoot at him, and then use the boots to run back to the car. And then I'll be sort of lined up near the car at least.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna move into range, then run away again, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, I'll still have one Moxie I won't have used, but I don't know what else I could use it for. You know.
Remember, you got far-sighted, so you're gonna add accuracy to your roll.
That's true. Yes, accuracy for distance. So the range is 5 anyway. So
yes, you want to be 5 away, right?
Yeah. So that means I'm actually gonna have to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to get into G3. Now am I 5 away? I am 5 away now.
Yeah, you're 5 away. What? G3 is 5 basically from where you are right now. Oh, you have 5 movements.
It's 4. I was in K2 because you can move diagonally, can't you?
No.
Oh, okay. I've misremembered that part. Okay, yes. Then I have moved 5.
Okay, and now you're 5 away from him.
Yep. And then I shoot him in the back with my Rooty Tutor. So the Rooty Tutor is 1 Moxie to use, and it hits on a 6+, but it does 2 damage. But thanks to my far-sighted trait on Granny, I add X to my roll, where X is 5, the number of spaces I'm away from.
You're also -2 because of your accuracy stat.
Yes, so I'm going to add 3 to this roll, and I'm looking for 6 up.
Yep.
That looks like a 4 or a 1.
I think it's a 1.
It's a 1.
Or 7.
It's a 1.
Oh my God.
God damn it. Swear to God, I was quite good at rolling before I started live streaming board games, and now I'm terrible.
That's so upsetting. That's 2 damage down the drain.
Okay, and then I have to flip Rudy Tutor over, or upside down or something, to remind myself that I can't shoot it again for a hot minute. I'm sort of tempted to, like, not use the accordion boots yet.
It's up to you.
Well, I feel like
We definitely want to use that car at some point.
Yes, we do. But it almost kind of feels like, I don't know. Almost kind of feels like maybe it's better to wait a hot minute and see how this stuff plays out.
Okay. Okay, so my turn then?
Okay, cool. Yes, your turn.
There's very little I can do useful. I can't get in range of him. So I don't know if I move towards him or if I move away towards something like a piece of, I don't know, a piece of terrain or something.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, I don't know how much of an audit or a outlier Milk Toss is, because if this is how he moves typically, then we sort of want to get him cornered down by the beehive or something, right? But he's not going to go down there so long as you're in that direction. If this is his typical movement pattern. But if it's not, then, I mean, I think we need to see a few more cards before we sort of know kind of how he behaves.
Yeah. Yeah, the question is what to... Oh, well, you know, I could do that, actually. Oh, well, no, it doesn't help. My ability, Frantic Fighter, I thought it let me look at a card, but it doesn't. It just lets me potentially get more movement. the rest of the fight. I mean, I might as well use it because I've got mocked. I'm not spending anything this turn.
If the next card targets a single townsfolk, it targets you instead. If it does not target a single townsfolk, you gain 1 movement for the fight. Yep.
Why don't I move away from him then and use that, and hopefully he'll draw him towards the beehive?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Or do I want to not? You can't get to the car this turn, can you? Though, next turn straight away.
I can move with the boots. I can move 10 spaces.
Yes, you can't get there. You're 1 space too far. Yeah.
Shit.
So,
But I have a feeling as well, like if you move down to the beehive, he might not
go all the way. Just get in range.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move 3 spaces south.
So you're standing on the severed arm.
Exactly. And I'm going to use 2 Moxie to activate Frantic Fighter. One of my special abilities.
Yep.
And that's my turn. Back to him.
Okay. Hey, Margot.
Hey, Margot. Jinx.
Final meal. Won't buy his milk. He'll eat you whole. Target the weakest townsfolk. Move towards the target, and if he reaches them, trigger the after effect. He chomps down on the target, attempting to swallow them whole. The target may discard an equipped piece of gear to slip away from the attack. If not, they take 3 damage.
Oh,
how far is his movement? 6. He doesn't reach you, does he?
Yeah. Oh, thank God, he targets me,
thank
not
God.
you.
I was just thinking that.
Oh my God.
And also, you get to have +1 movement. No, you don't. He targets you instead. That's right.
No,
yes.
otherwise. No, this is totally worked out fine.
So fortunately, he would target me, of course, because I guess weakest is just hit points, and I have fewer hit points. But he targets Chris instead because of the ability Chris used last turn. So I'm gonna.
So we can choose. They can move to the beehive. We can choose to do all the south movement first, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, he won't be adjacent. He'll be just barely
He'll
not
be
adjacent
diagonal,
to it.
won't he?
Yeah, that's fine though. Close enough. Hopefully he'll be adjacent soon.
And now we've got this situation where he's moved past the car.
Yeah, well, we can get him back up, I'm sure. At some point. I mean, if we just have him stand next to the beehive, that'll help too. Do you want to get over the car, maybe? Do you want to go and do that? Get ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, so it's back to me now, isn't it? Oh, I should have Pep and Milk Frog up here. Yeah, so I mean, I can do that now. I could do that now. Yeah, there's not much else I can do that's particularly useful.
But I don't understand that pun, Heggers. Is the pun that late, spelt L-A-I-T, is similar to late?
No, it's French for milk.
Oh, I see. Late. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm afraid my French has been replaced by too many other languages.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really... Jumi... I mean, it doesn't really matter whether or not you go first, I suppose.
I love in Faulty Towers when he says that he's trying to pretend he can speak French, and he asks her, "Would you like coffee in French?" She says, "Oui, café au lait," and he goes, "Ah, yes, au lait." Sorry, I wasn't listening to anything, so I was thinking about Faulty Towers.
I've just moved 5 spaces towards the car, and that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else useful I can do.
No. You're at least you're gonna be ready again.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, what I want to know actually. Oh, I think I moved diagonally again. I was in G3, wasn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can
Yeah,
use
I
the wishing
did.
well next turn as well if you're not. You might as well go to that corner. Though,
Yeah,
I
do you
think.
think so? Because I'm so thinking like, what's our overall strategy here? Because if you're just going to play Ring Around the Rosies down by the Beehive, it might.
No, I'm drawing back up. I
You
think
say what?
I'm going to draw him back up to the path of the car.
Right. Okay. Whatever your plan is, Mike, you must commit.
Nice. That's good. I like that one.
1,
That's
2,
clever.
3, 4,
That's
5.
always a pun.
Yeah, Haggers, your pun game is very much on point. Okay, I'm done. Over to you, Chris.
All right. I'm going to. I don't. I don't even think I want to move in and hit him. I think I want to move up. Right.
Pass. I don't know. I mean, his final meal card is horrifying. I mean, yeah, actually, do you know what you could do? If you ran north, you could use your mocks to use the garden shears to go in and just remove final meal.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad shout.
I
Let's
hate
do
that card. It's
One,
awful.
two. I moved 4 north, and I spend 2 mocks to cut Milk Tots. So we have to tear it up, right?
Yeah,
It's a legacy
exactly.
game.
I mean, you might as well get rid of Milk Toss and Final Meal, but Final Meal's the one I'm scared of.
Oh, and you're
Yeah,
two?
it's
Okay.
once per game, so I mean, if we come across something even worse now, I guess we blew our load, but on the other hand, it's possible he could reshuffle and then it would just be in there and would probably not... We might have to see it again,
Yeah, it's not very often we're going to have nothing to do with mocks, I guess.
Also, Final Meal sounds like sort of like Final Blow or something. It sounds like one of his big cards. I hope we're right.
I think it is one of his big cards. All right, so unfortunately, it's his turn again. We still haven't done any damage to him.
Weakness, Milk Burned Backside. Whenever Pepin is placed in a new location, he takes 1 damage. I don't think we have anything that places him in new locations, do we?
Well, terrain. His cards might do it as well. His cards might do it, but the weakness has to be activated first anyway, and it hasn't been.
Hey, Morganite, thanks for stopping by. Glad to keep you company while you're at work. Alright, here we go. Pepin's card is Milky Moat. Pepin must have slipped some of his foul milk into the town moat. How vile. Townsfolk, target all folks within 2 squares of the Milky Moat. Now that's just you, right?
Oh, bomb.
If the Milky Moat's not on the board, discard this. Okay, so this is a reason why we might want to pull the plug then. Toxic fumes billow out from the edge of the moat. All targets take a damage. The fumes linger in the air. You better steer clear. Keep this card in front of the townsfolk. The next time the action deck would be reshuffled, all townsfolk within 2 squares of the Milky Moat take 2 damage, and this card is shuffled back into the action deck.
Okay, well, we can timing wise, we can easily predict that.
Yeah, but furthermore, we could just run onto the bridge and pull the plug.
Yeah, I might do that.
I gotta put it over there by the moat.
But he hasn't moved. He hasn't moved, which is interesting.
Yeah, and you took 1 damage, didn't you? So you're down to 3.
Yeah, it's really annoying that he hasn't moved now because it's really doubly annoying he didn't start next to the Beehive now.
Yeah. He would have taken 2 damage.
Yeah. We've been very unlucky so far. So I guess it's back to you, right? And you might as well... There's no point in wasting the accordion boots now because you can just slowly move over there.
Yeah, I mean, I've got kind of 2 options now because I always feel like it's kind of a waste of a turn if I don't use my gun. On the other hand... Well, I mean, I probably... I'm all the way over here. I should probably just go next to the car.
Yeah, if we keep just moving back and forth, I kind of move down and back up again, which was wasted in the end. I think we're just going to run around and die if we don't commit to a plan of some kind.
Okay, so the question is... I think I just very casually walk around the wooden fence. Oh, I've got mocks, actually, and there's no damage for failing, so I might as well go...
If you jump over it, you could even use the wishing well this turn.
I don't think I can get next to it. I have 5 movement.
Yeah, but you jump over the fence. It saves the movement.
Hop over. If you're on the long side of the fence, you may hop to any. You may hop to the square on the opposite side. But I'm in K3, right? K4. I'm in K4. That's 1, 2.
Oh, are you?
Hop to here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't quite get next to it.
I had you in L. I had you in L3. Sorry.
No,
Not sure how that happened.
Thank God they actually numbered these spaces. This makes our life so much easier. Oh, this is me rolling for the fence. I've done it. I've just hopped over it. I didn't break it down. I mean, I could break it down, but I'd rather just have the movement, I think. So, I've hopped over it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my remaining 3 to go to Q3 next to the well. So I could feasibly use the well next turn and set off the car as well.
Okay.
Contaminating the water supply.
And then...
How dare he? Or dare he?
And dare he. It's good. I'm just going to move 1 north and then 1, 2, 3 east to J6.
Are you sure? Because then you're going to take damage.
No, it's only when we reshuffle his
Oh,
deck,
yeah,
isn't
you're
it?
right. You're right. Okay.
And then I might as well use Frantic Fighter again.
Okay, but you know that if the next card reshuffles his deck, you'll take 2 damage, right?
If the next... Why the next card
Sometimes
reshuffle
their
his deck?
actions reset their deck.
Oh. I don't think I can get away with... What else do you want me to do? Like, not lure him into this path of the car?
No, I think... I mean, well, the only other option would be to sort of go directly north or north... I mean, well, what have you got? 4 points movement? Yeah, I mean, you could get to K4, and then you're not next to the moat, and also north of the river.
K4?
Yeah, from you're in G7, right? Oh, H4, sorry, my bad. It's right on the crease of the borderline.
Okay. I'll go there. He'll still be also able to get him into the manipulation.
And then you don't have to use an item if the car hits you as well, I think. Hopefully he'll go where we want. As a hopping frog, it's impossible to predict where he's going to hop.
So I'll also use Frantic Fighter as well to hopefully get more movement.
Yes. Fingers crossed. Alright, cool. I think we've set up a decent trap here. Let's see what he does. Alright, here we go. Skim splatter. Pepin spills a crate of milk around his feet. Why is it so slimy? Target all townsfolk within 2 squares. So you're going to get your point of movement off of your ability there, because he's targeting all of them. So now you got 5 movement. And it says something. The slimy milk burns on contact. Deal 1 damage to all targets. Pepin moves towards the furthest townfolk. The milk coats the target's weapon. All targets lose 1 accuracy.
So we can choose to move him in such a way that he gets in the way of the car now.
Yeah, because he's moving towards me, isn't he?
Yeah, so move him 4 north and then 2 east. And he'll end up in C5, D5, C6, and D6, by my reckoning.
Yep.
Nice.
Good plan.
Do it!
Is this is the most sort of reasonable... Well, I mean, we can kind of choose where he moves, don't we? So, let's do it. Alright. I might as well... Can I... If I do this intelligently, can I also shoot him this round?
I doubt it, but maybe. No way. Oh, with the accordion boots, maybe.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you probably can. Then.
Okay, so I'm gonna, but I just have to not use the
Then you
wishing well then.
Then you can't use the wishing well.
I know it's a shame, but I feel like shooting him and hitting him with a car is just the better plan.
Okay, it's cool. That'd be 5 damage potentially. Do bear in mind. Oh no, hang on. Hold your horses. Your turn will immediately end when he takes 2 damage or more.
Well, no, he's got 11 hit points, right? And he aggro's on 7.
I thought he had 14 hit points.
No, that's 3-player.
Oh, my bad.
Thank God. So we're talking here about his enrage track here, folks. So if you check out his stats, that's the down here. And whenever he hits one of these things, he enrages. So if he was up here, 2 damage, and then he would have enraged, giving him a bonus turn. But fortunately, he's here, which means he's not going to reach for 7. So I will actually enrage him immediately after I shoot him.
That's fine. You just get a turn before I hit him, that's all.
Yep. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go one down to the south, and then I'm going to spend 1 Moxie to activate the car. And here's where we find out whether or not I'm actually going to get to shoot him, because if I don't roll well enough, ain't nothing going to happen.
So you only need 5 up.
Come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. God damn it.
What'd you get?
4.
Oh my god. Well, you can use it on the Moxie and try again, right?
Yeah. Yep. Just means I can't shoot my gun.
Not this turn, but next turn you can. It's fine.
7.
Thank Christ.
Okie dokie.
The
So
car goes.
BAM! Squelch.
I enjoyed that immensely.
And then it explodes off the board. And he goes down to 8. And I have no Moxie left, but what I do have is 4 points of movement. So where am I going? Am I interested in this well? Oh, hang on. I've got something. This one.
Oh, I'd like to point something out. You don't need Moxie to interact with the well.
Oh, you pay 2 coins. That's right. Well, I've just achieved Tinkerer, which is one of my goal cards. It says interact with a terrain piece. Well, it's worth 0. All of my ones, I've got all the zeros, Chris. Every single one I've achieved so far is a 0 card.
It's okay though, because you'll still get. I mean, I'm very unlikely to get any of these, so you'll get the next special item, which is good. We want to spread those out.
Fingers crossed. I got this bronze coin anyway. I'm going to take that over the point of movement for the fight. So, that's that. I think... so do I pay... Alright, I'll tell you what. Chat. Do I pay 2 coins to use the well, or do I just walk over to the frog? Thoughts? Do I do a poll? I don't know if I can be bothered setting up a poll.
Surely chat's gonna want you to throw the coins into the well. You might get a free piece of loot. It could be awesome.
Could be terrible.
Well, gamble with the well.
Yeah.
Everybody
knows what's going on. All right, here we go. We're just gonna saunter over to the well.
But it's only 2 movement. You can move away again. It's fine.
So we saunter up to... Yeah, but it's also 2 coins, which could just be a complete waste, given how I roll. All right.
Well, anything but 1 to 3 is the only bad result. Healing is good, and getting free loot is good.
3. I gotta stop playing dice games, man. Y'all wasted my money. This is your fault.
Hey, the ultimate control is with you. God damn it. Okay.
Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 1 point movement left. So I'm leaving this stupid well. I can't even afford to use it anymore.
All right, over to me. So I guess I better move in and actually hit him for once. I've actually got 5 movement now because of the frantic fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to move south 1, then move 3 over towards him. So I'm next to him now. And for the first time today, I get to roll. So I'm going to spend 1 mox. I've got 3 plus accuracy on my garden shears. My accuracy is 0. So 3 up to do 1 damage to him.
All right, let's see if we got Chris's. Oh, there's his little tower. I don't know why that's.
Is that the? Can you see it? Can you see this corner? I thought on my screen you should be able to see more of it. I'm not sure how that's happened.
It's possibly adjusted somewhere in the
I'm trying to make it so you can see all of it.
It's possibly adjusted somewhere on the in OBS as well at some point. I've adjusted it. I don't know.
You can see all of it now, I think. No, it wasn't OBS. It was just. I don't think so. I think you can see the whole tray now. So I think
there we go.
We'll be good. Here we go. 3 up. 7.
We hear it before we see it. Oh, we definitely don't see the number, but we get to see the dice clatter around, and that's the point. There we go. Yes, that's much clearer. Thank you.
So he takes 1 damage. He is down. Oh, that activates his in what I can't remember what it's called now, but
his enrage timer. That's what we called the mechanism. So he takes the full 3 damage though, right? Oh no, it's just 1 damage. No, how much damage is it?
1.
Okay, just 1. I don't know why I thought it was 3.
So he's gonna get 2 turns in a row now.
And Morganite says, your dice are worse than mine. I'm actually impressed. I used to be quite good at dice. I don't know. I think it's the curse of the stream. So
you stop showing up for lessons.
Yeah, I stopped going to Chris's School of Dice Rolling, exactly. So here's his first behavior card. Now he's going to act type. Frothy Frenzy. Oh, that sounds good. Pepin grabs a slimy milk bottle from his crate and chugs. Target none. Pepin is reinvigorated by his milk. He gains +1 movement and then reshuffle the action deck and play the next card in the action deck. I told you, dude. This is the one that fucks you up by the canal.
You're dead right. Well done. And also, at least I didn't heal him, though.
Yeah, but he's got +1 movement, and then now he's going to still draw 2 more cards. So Milky Moat is going back in the action deck for now.
Yeah, at least we got final meal out of there.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it's like he could draw that, and then that's 3 damage to you, and he eats one of your items. Oh, forget it. So I'm going to give him 7 movement for now here, chat, but remind me that that's going to go back down to 6 after this next card.
I think that just stays like that, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. What was it called? A card?
I can't remember.
It's called Frothy Frenzy. He gains
Why would it go
+1.
back down?
Oh yeah, I don't know why. I thought it said for the next action card on it, but it doesn't. Margaret says, I always roll bad. It's my curse. My last XCOM game, I was rolling all blanks and a 1. For those who don't know the game, it's an instant losing result.
Yeah, I know the game.
Yeah, me too. I know the first one. The first XCOM.
It's a good game. No, it's the board game. The board game.
Oh, I don't know the board game, actually. I mean, I'm aware of it, but I haven't played it.
I played it once. I really enjoyed it. I must get a copy. I think it's at print. I really liked it, though.
Well, I do like real-time games, and that is a real-time game, isn't it?
It is, which is kind of hilarious when you think about it, because XCOM is turn-based.
That's so funny, you're right.
I never thought about that actually until now.
It's one of those things where it's sort of based off of an IP, I guess, and then I don't know how accurately it actually reflects XCOM as a game.
I don't know. I mean, they're both fun. I enjoy both versions of XCOM, so.
Fair enough. All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, just on the subject of real time though, I did play. I played For Science at 2-player, and you probably haven't heard of For Science unless you follow No Pun Included, because it was their game of 2021, and I can confirm. I backed it because it's Eric Russ, who's the designer of Spirit Island, my favorite co-op game of all time, and it's only his second ever game, but it was great. It's fantastic. And at 2 players. I'm sure it's great at all player counts, though. So there you go. No pun included, we're right. All right, here we go. Desperate Croak. Pepin lets out a sad, panicked croak. The townsfolk closest to the murky moat terrain piece, which is actually me. Move towards the target. If Pepin reaches them, trigger the after effect. He ends his sad squeal with a hearty chomp, and the target takes 2 damage. Margaret says she hasn't actually played the video game of XCOM. So he's just he can move over you, right, Chris? Like through you?
He pushes out of the way, so I move north 1 space to be pushed out of the way.
So you move north, and then he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's just north of the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it. It's he can't reach you, but he does run a card.
Yep. He's drawing 1 more card. So here it is. Frothy Frenzy! Oh my god, it's the movement one again.
Oh my god. His movement's going to be 8 now, and he goes again.
This is... He's getting high on his own supply. This is no good at all.
This is concerning.
Yeah.
I think we might want to use the farmer again to try and do another 3 damage to him.
Well, I can use the accordion boots to literally run right next to the bar and just straight over the moat, so I might just do that.
Oh, you should totally... Yeah, well, the moat's impassable otherwise, so you should totally do that. Yeah. I'm glad we saved that.
Yep. And then I'll just sit by the rickety farm failing to trigger it for another 4 turns.
I hope not. We really need that owner to come out and shoot him. Farmer, I should say.
If I restore 2 hit points, I can go over my starting hit points, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Odd that my hit point tracker goes up to 10 then.
Because you get
You get items that increase them, right?
Maybe you can.
Shockwave leaps. Target all townsfolk. Pepin furiously leaps up and down, sending out shockwaves across the landscape. All townsfolk are pushed 1 square further from Pepin. Any townsfolk that gets pushed into or adjacent to a terrain piece slams into it, taking a damage. Move Pepin towards the furthest townsfolk. Okay, so I guess you... Yeah, it says away from Pepin, so you could be moved north or west.
I just moved already. Makes more sense to me.
You moved west?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I move east, because otherwise, if I go north, I'll hit the well.
And he moves towards you, because you're actually further away.
Yeah, he does. Which is amazing, really. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, he actually reaches you.
Yeah, does he? So he could, for his 8th movement, either go north or east. I don't really care. So I'm going to... Actually, I mildly care, so I'm going to move him north for his final step.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me.
Alright, cool.
And then, so he drew 4 cards instead of 2, but he's finally done. And it's your turn now.
That was nuts. Okay, so I get to achieve my goal, which is start your turn as the closest townsfolk to the frog.
You weren't the closest until now? Wow.
Yep. And
up.
I'm going to take 2 coins, because I'm shit-ass broke, because y'all made me throw it down a well. And then I'm not going to use
my God. You could do it again.
No, I'm not using the well again. What I'm actually going to do, I think, is use the accordion boots to jump over the moat, and then I'm going to shoot him, and then I'm going to trigger the farm.
Nice. I like this a lot.
Cool.
You are currently exactly 5 spaces away from after using the accordion boots.
Exactly. So I'm going to use the boots to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I turn around and I blast him. So have at the frogman. Here we go. All right. So because I'm a 5 away, I need what is it? I've got 3 to this dice roll. I need a 6 or more.
So
I rolled a 7. So that's 10, which is more than enough to blast him for 2 damage. Which leaves him on 5, just 1 away from enraging again. And then I take 1 move to the south and,
but he's nearly dead.
and interact with the farm, and we'll see what happens here.
You can't. You haven't got enough moxie to interact with the farm.
Yeah, it's 1 mox to shoot the gun and 1 mox for the farm.
And 1 moxie to use the accordion boots.
Oh, yes, you're right. Okay. I will just stand next to the farm then. Do you know what? I'll actually move, I think, a bunch of spaces to the west. Because that way, if in case he, I don't know, moves towards me or something, that way he'll move also towards you. I guess he'd move around the moat anyway, but also, I guess this puts me closer to the bear trap and stuff. Sorry?
Yeah, unless it says he ignores the moat or something. I don't think, unless the card says ignoring terrain, he will have to move around it.
Yeah.
Okay, so over to me. I think I'm just going to move towards him.
Yep, that makes sense.
I'm going to move 1 south, and then 4 east.
Are you in I5 or H5?
H5. And then shall I use Frantic Fighter?
I mean, I don't see why not, because you've still got the best damage mitigation, and if you...
We're both on health, aren't we? We've both taken 1 damage.
Yeah, we're both on 3. But I don't have any damage mitigation.
I shall use Frantic Fighter.
Cool. Alright.
So if he targets a single target, he'll target me, no matter what. And if he doesn't, I get +1 movement. If he doesn't target a single target. Over to you.
Awesome. Here we go. I don't know why I turned around to face you, actually. Here we go. Massive chomp! Pepin snaps his jaws violently. Target the closest townsfolk, which is actually me, isn't it? Or do we have to count around the moat?
Oh, I can't remember when you're doing closest if you just do as the crow flies, or I assume I assume I'm the closest. I assume you do have to count it. But I will check. Targeting. The distance is measured the same as movement by adjacent squares, never diagonally.
Okay, and movement, can't be.
Yeah, it's who can he reach the most easily, right? So it's me.
Okie dokie. So he targets you.
But it doesn't actually matter. He targets me anyway because of the Frantic Fighter.
This is true. So he's going to move towards you. If he reaches you, he deals you 1... Oh, I turned the green screen off. If he reaches you, he deals you 1 damage. But then, tragically, you will be... And he will reach you, I think, because he has got 8 movement. Come on. Green screen, show them the tragedy. You'll never know the secret.
He doesn't reach me. He's 1 away.
Does he not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's fortunate.
Well, we've gotten the first 2 turns. We got screwed by 1 point of movement a couple of times. So,
come on, show them the card. Why won't you show them the card? It doesn't want to show you, but basically, if he'd reached Chris, he would have done a damage, and then he would have snapped him up in his mouth, and Chris would have skipped a turn.
Yep.
So everyone's he didn't. Favorite board game mechanism: lose a turn.
Yeah. So it's back to you, and you can knock on the farmer's door.
Oh my god. Oh, that's actually still decommissioned. So I will... Yeah, I might as well just knock on the farm door. Come on, Mr. Farmer. Show me a big number on my die, please. Thanks. It's a 7!
Let's move over there first. Ah, you heal 1.
I heal 1, and then the farm is deactivated. Damn it. Alright, well, I might as well use my remaining movement, then, to move over to the bear trap, I guess.
You have to flip over the farm, so we can see the farmer's not home anymore.
I did that.
Oh, sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Chris, I'm now in L12, right next to the bear trap.
How do you move that far?
Well, because I moved east last turn, so I started in 010.
No, you have to move to the door to knock on it.
Oh, did I? Oh, you can't just
Yeah.
knock on it from here? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so now I'm just in N9. N10.
Yeah. N10, yeah. Cool. Okay. I'm going to move one space towards him and hit him.
This makes sense.
You ready?
Yes. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Gonna get a crit now. This is gonna be the first crit of the game. Here we go. It's a 2. I didn't even hurt him.
No! The dice want us to lose so badly.
And he's in the way, so I can't even bloody... Ugh.
Ugh. I don't like any of this. Alright, well, it's his turn now, isn't it? So.
But no, I still have 4 movement and 2 moxie.
Oh, look
So
at you with your 3 moxie.
I can use Frantic Fighter again. Which I guess I might as well.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
guess
then-
it's helpful to keep him sort of near you, and maybe move towards the beehive again.
I know, that's what I was wondering, yeah. So if I move back 2 spaces away from him, and then 2 spaces south as well.
Yep, so you're in G7.
Oh, did you put Milky Moat back into his deck,
Yes.
by the way? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Over to you. Over.
Okie dokie. Pepin's turn. Tongue Slam. Target the closest townsfolk. Well, target's Chris. The target is within 4 squares, which he is. I mean, he's exactly 4 squares. Does that count as within 4?
Yes.
They take 1 damage, and then move Pepin towards the furthest townsfolk. So he actually whacks you for... And then I guess he just moves to be next to me?
Yeah, he can walk across the bridge as
so
well.
you're down to 2. And then he goes 1, 2, 3,
He reaches.
4, 5. I've got him in LM 9 and 10, just next to me, basically.
Yeah, that's where I have him too.
God damn it!
That's fine though, because you can go find
Exactly.
the
I'll
trap.
just go hide behind the trap, and then when he tries to get next to me,
Yeah.
he'll walk right over it, and then he'll take 2 damage and enrage.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
plan.
2 mocks to set the trap though,
You
and I
can-
have my gun.
That's fine. Well, you can shoot him next turn.
You
That's
have
okay, I
5
think.
movement, don't you?
Yeah, I have 5 movement. No, yeah, 5.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're just shy of getting next to the trap.
Yeah, I won't be able to get there.
No.
Sorry.
Don't worry. So I guess I go south for 1, south again, east, and then I'm gonna set west even. And then I set the trap and then go south again, I guess? No, because then he's not, if he comes at me, he's not even going to go over the trap. How do I make this so I can get 1, 2, 3? I can't really, the problem is I can't really get next. Damn it.
But it's still worth setting it.
Do you think it's more worth setting it now? Because I could smack him with my sword. It's 3 damage. But I'm just unlikely to hit him.
Oh, because you got 3 things
Yeah,
equipped, yeah?
but I need a 6. No, I
Three-
don't. I need to roll like an 8. I'm not going to hit him with it.
Yeah, you gotta roll an extra -2 accuracy, yeah. But you could shoot him.
Yeah, I could shoot him.
We need to get your accuracy up. That's what we need to get you now. Next step.
Yeah, that would be good.
Now that your hero sword is really good, we need to get you
Get me something to improve my accuracy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that accuracy card is lost. From the one that was right there at the start. Yeah, so I guess yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm struggling with the justifying setting the trap just because I can't
Well, move 5 spaces away from him, and then shoot him, and then you can set a trap
Yeah, I
next turn,
think
I
that's
guess.
probably a better call. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 5 spaces to L13, and then I'm going to shoot him, and then next turn I'm going to set the trap.
That's only 4 spaces, isn't it?
I was in N10, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, it's definitely 5 to L13.
To L what?
L13.
13. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Now, bear in mind, you're only going to be 2 spaces away from him for the purposes of your accuracy.
I'm at range. The number of squares between me and the target. Yeah. Oh, maybe I've been miscounting that a
It's
little bit.
2.
But yeah, it's 2. So actually, I'm just gonna roll the die and hope. So I got a. Was this a D10? I got a 50% chance then, because it's a 6-up in it.
Yeah, +2, -2. Yeah.
All right, 50-50. Here we go. Gambling always works out for me, so this will be fine. It's a 1. Doesn't matter how far away I am. God damn it. I can't roll for shit in this game. It's staggering. All right, over to you.
I think I should probably move south. So he has to go around the thing if he wants to target
over
me.
the bear trap.
Well, I think more over the fence, so slow him down for when you set the bear trap
Yeah,
next
so
turn.
I think that's right. Yeah, I think you should just move south and don't use frantic fighter. And then if he comes down to like try and attack me, I can like then next turn set the trap and run away, and you use frantic fighter next turn, and he's more likely to go over it to get to you.
Yeah, so I think I'll move down. I think it was 4 spaces to golf 11.
Yep, back onto the severed arm.
Yeah, my favorite spot. And then it's over to him, unfortunately.
All right, here we go. Come on, Pepin, be nice. Desperate Croak. Didn't we have this one before?
We've had this.
Well, I can't read it because my green screen's not being quite... Come on, it was actually doing all right this whole time. There we go. Pepin lets out a sad panic croak. He moves toward the townsfolk that's closest. Oh, he's moving towards you.
That's fine. You can try and draw him back next turn, I guess.
He moves towards Chris. If he reaches them, trigger the after effect. I don't know if he does reach you because he can't get around the fence, can he?
So no, he doesn't. He just tries to move around it, so I guess he moves
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got him directly below the fence. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I followed your path. That's cool. That's fine if hopefully he targets you, or even if I jump over the fence potentially, we can hopefully make this work.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, he didn't reach you, so he doesn't get to do any damage or anything. And it's back to me. Okay, so I will. I'm cautious about standing too near the murky moat.
Well, he hasn't activated that card yet.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So he could pull. Well, yeah, but the card deals damage when he pulls it, right?
It's only 1 damage when he pulls it, as opposed to 2 later on. So it's not too.
Do you know what, Morganite? I think that this one needs to go away. Here's a different one. Obviously, a better, higher quality die. So this should be fine. Okay, so let's go north 1 space. Then we'll set the trap. Now I need to roll a die. Damn it. Come on, buddy. Prove to me that you're the better and more superior die. It's an 8. God damn it.
You do 3 damage to hit with the hero sword
or the
that.
farmer. Yep.
Yeah.
Dice games are stupid.
Yeah.
The only dice game I want to play is Batoku. Right. So that was 1 space of movement. With my remaining movement, I guess I'm going to move back towards the farmhouse. I'm actually going to move east once, and then move north twice, and I might just stand there. I actually have 1 more point of movement, but I'm 1 away from the moat, which means that he's not going to... I'm not going to get hit by his murky moat thing, and I think it was one. I think it was one distance. Anyway, but also it might have been two. Well, I'll tell you what. Then I'll move into N11 then instead. And then I'm just next to the barn, and he might still come and get me. I mean, we can control his movement. Yeah.
N11. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Billy, we're gonna have a little Townsfolk Tussle dice melting festival on the next chatting stream. All right, back to you, Chris.
So do I just run over towards you so he definitely goes over the trap, or do I hit him?
Well, I think that actually, if you, I mean, you've got two. Yeah, I mean, you could just move south and smack him. Bearing in mind that it will enrage him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think given that we don't really know what he's going to do, it's all kind of good.
I think I want to make him hit the trap because I don't want to give him 2 turns now by enraging him, and he just destroys the trap or something.
Sure. So you're gonna hop the fence?
So I'll hop. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna try out the fence. So I need to roll a 4 up. I got a 7.
That's Chris's school of dice rolling right there.
Been 7s all the way through. What that's so that's actually not even a movement then. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm directly north of you. And hopefully he doesn't have AoE.
With 5, I can only get you to M10.
Are you counting the hop over the fence as a movement?
You hopped the fence, and then you went. Are you counting diagonally?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You have 6 movement?
No, 5 movement, but I don't understand.
Have I got the fence in the wrong spot? You were on the severed arm. You jumped over to I-11.
Yeah, and then I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces west. East, rather. East.
Oh, have you got me in N12?
Yeah.
No, I'm in N11.
Oh, fine. Okay. Well, I'll just be next to you then.
Wait, is this right? Yeah, I'm in N11. And so you're in M10?
No, M11. Mike 11.
You're in Mike 11. Okay, cool. Okay, let's hope he doesn't do anything AoE then, because this is quite frightening. We've clustered right next to him.
He's only got 5 health left. He's nearly dead. We got him.
We're not worried. Tongue fling. Pepin wraps his gigantic tongue around his victim. Target the closest townsfolk. Move towards the target. Great. If he reaches them, deal a damage. Pepin grab... Okay, so first, let's parse this first. So he's actually going to move over the trap then, isn't he? Because he spits his tongue out, and he grabs you, and then he goes 1, 2, 3 onto the trap. So I moved him east twice and then north once. And that's when he hit the trap. Yeah. Trap comes off the board. He takes 2 damage, which does enrage him, but he's going to finish resolving the card first. And he...
Well, actually, rage ends the turn. Does it only end? Is it only our turn, or is it?
Can he interrupt his own turn? He also loses 2 movement, goes down to 8, so he's still up from. No, he's back to where he started.
That guy's sick. Yeah, we need to look up the wording of enrage to see if we get a massive boon from this. Are you sure it's called enrage?
No, I've never. I made that up because that's what the mechanism is known as.
Oh. You said it so confidently.
You taught me this game. I've not even read the rulebook for this. I don't know. If you don't know what it's called, I definitely don't know.
God.
Yeah, your dice rolls are bad during... I've heard Final Girl is quite swingy based on dice, Billy, but I haven't played it, so I can't corroborate that one way or the other. Breaking point. Okay. I mean, why not just call it an enraged timer? That's what it's called everywhere else.
If this occurs during a townsfolk turn, the townsfolk's turn ends immediately, and Ruffian takes an action. If this occurs during Ruffian's turn, they take a bonus action after the turn ends. God damn it.
Bummer. But I presume this... I mean, he's still got 3 movements, so he can reach you. Although, if this had somehow crippled him so he couldn't reach you, that would have been great.
It would have been great.
So I'm going to move him east 1 and then north 1. Is that okay with you? All right,
That's
cool.
fine.
So then he does the after effect of Tongue Fling, which is... illegible. Just sit here patiently. I need to get a webcam with better autofocus for this. Pepin grabs the target with his tongue and chucks them at another townsfolk. Place the target adjacent to the furthest townsfolk, regardless of distance, then that townsfolk takes a damage. So we both take a damage, and you don't actually move.
Yeah. But it didn't matter that I was next to you, at least.
This is true. Are you on 1 now?
I have a question, which is, which one of us caused him to lose that movement just now with the trap?
I would venture neither of us. Why does this matter?
I have a feat, which, and the goal of the feat is, quote, reduce the ruffian's movement. It doesn't actually say I have to do it, does it?
No, I reckon that's applicable because his movement has been reduced by the actions of the townsfolk.
Cool. I'm going to take it then. So I've completed this one. It gives you 1 point. It's called Strategist. I can either have 3 money or 1 damage.
1 damage to him?
1 damage.
Nice. Ooh, I would... That's... I mean, 3 money's a lot, but also... 1 damage means I could feasibly shoot him and kill him next turn.
But I can also punch him. I can do 1 damage very easily.
What's it called, sorry?
Strategist. I'm going to take the money, okay. I'm sorry. That means I have 6 money now. That's a lot of money.
Fair enough. I mean, I can't argue. It's useful for you to have more equipment as well for both of us.
How much health do you...
I have 3 left. So I think you should use an item so you don't go down to 1. Thoughts? Oh no, actually it doesn't really matter, does it? Because you've still got 2 items.
No, if it's 1 damage, if it's only 1 damage I'm taking, just take it as which it is. You know?
So long as he doesn't have anything that says like you take a damage that you can't block or something.
So he's gonna get another go.
Oh yeah, because he enraged. Bummer. I mean, you're definitely going to be sheriff for the final game, which actually suits me fine because if the sheriff dies, we automatically lose, and if it's me, I'm squishy. So
yeah,
tankier, so it kind of works in our favor if you're the sheriff. Like none of my goals have points on them. I think I've done more than you, but I haven't. Now I've done more,
but for purpose of who gets the special gear, it's whoever did the most feats. Points doesn't matter. Points don't matter. Yeah,
but is it most feats overall or just in this mission?
In that fight.
Interesting. So I've done 2, and you've done 1 then.
Yeah, and I'm not doing the other 2. But one of them I know I can't do. Because I've already, and the other one is it could conceivably happen, but I don't.
And I haven't actually got any more because I already did one. So I did one in the townsfolk phase. Oh, does that count?
You've done 3. Yeah, that counts. You've done 3. So yeah, you got it. All right, that's his next turn. His special breaking point.
Now it's his breaking point turn. Forced Guzzle. Pepin gives you a free sample. Townsfolk with the lowest movement. So this is actually going to target me, I think. Because I'm on 5. No, we're both on 5. Does that mean we choose?
That means we roll off, and the lowest roll is target.
That's going to be me then, isn't it? He moves towards the target. If he reaches them, trigger the after effect. The after effect. He grabs the target by the throat, forcing a full bottle of milk down their gullet. They look like they're having a hard time keeping it down. Keep this card in front of the target and place 2 counters on it. At the start of your turn, remove a counter from this card. When the last counter is removed, you unleash a wave of vomit. You take a damage, and all characters within 5 squares of you take 2 damage. And then discard this card.
That could kill him. That could kill him.
Does he count as a character?
I think so. But we'll find. Well, yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
I think
Can
character.
you imagine me just charging him? He doesn't seem very good, this guy. Like, he's mostly damaged himself. But yeah, Heggers, I'm assuming that it's not a whole glass bottle getting stuck in your throat. I presume he's force-feeding you the milk.
Yeah. It's
still disgusting, but it's less bad than the idea of a glass bottle in your stomach.
The idea of being force-fed anything is horrifying. Right, we should roll off to see who's going to be targeted.
Here we go. Let's go over to... Oh, do I have this up? Yep, here we go. So, let's roll. Yeah. Oh, you can take the 7 out of there first?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I've rolled another 1. How many 1s is that? That's at least 3.
So do you remember I said I don't think I'll get another feat done? I just did. If you are dodge the bullet, if you're involved in a tie for targeting and you're not the chosen target, achieve this feat. So I can have 2 money or damage the ruffian again.
Well, I mean, you seem pretty confident that we've killed him, so you might as well take the money, right?
I think so, because, I mean, you're going to kill him with vomit in 2 turns.
Well, yeah, that's 2 of my turns, though.
Still. But it's 2 rounds.
Yeah, but I've only got 2 health left now, yeah?
We'll be fine. We got this. You're going to shoot him. We'll be fine.
Yeah, but I might miss. I've not been doing well.
Nah, you won't.
I've not been doing very well.
Get 5 spaces away from him. It's fine.
Yeah, and then I won't hit him with my vomit.
We'll just be within 4 spaces for that bit. It's fine.
It says put 2 tokens, 2 counters. Well, it doesn't give us any counters, so I guess I'll just use these funny little rabbit things from the bandit thing.
What are you talking about? It's the same things you're using to track our stats.
Oh, those counters. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't have them out on the table, so I'm just using the bandit bunnies now. Okay. So that's... Oh, he had to move as well, didn't he, to get next to me. So he's gone south once, and then east twice.
Alright, you need to move away from him and shoot.
Yes. Can I move through you?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
I feel like I probably can, because the accordion boots allow me to move through ruffians and terrain. So I think they must assume I can also move through you. Otherwise, why would they let me move over that stuff and not you? You know what I mean?
Townsfolk can move through each other, but not through ruffian. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go... I guess I'm just going to go west 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So now I'm just on the east of the fence. Oh, and I have to remove one of these tokens.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so actually, if he doesn't put himself next to me, I'm not going to hit him with the vomit if I do this.
But the vomit's next
but
turn, dude.
Immediately when I remove the token, so before I move.
Oh. Well, I'll make him move towards you, I'm sure, probably, won't I?
Well, hopefully I'll shoot him and kill him.
Really quiet, yeah. Well, no.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. I'll shoot him and then you'll kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crit.
4, isn't it? Oh, nice. Well done.
Well, that's what we call the law of averages.
So now we get to. So now he's going to take 2 damage no matter what, but you're also going to get to roll on the crit chart.
Margot says, "Don't hop over people when you feel like vomiting." Yep, not wrong. What did you say there, Chris? I get to what now?
You get to roll on the crit
Yes.
chart.
Where is that?
Back in the rule book, or there's also a cheat. It's also on a cheat sheet, like there's a little card that has it as a cheat sheet.
Yeah, I thought there was, but I can't find it.
It's in a box somewhere, probably.
What did I put? Oh,
I have it
is.
here.
It was where I. Yeah, do you know what? No one's interested. Here we go. All right. Here's the crit chart. So let's rather than me reading all of these, let's just roll and see what happens.
Oh yeah, you don't read them until you get them. That's the joy of it.
What did we roll? A 5. You crush the ruffians' walkie bits. Lower their movement by 1. Damn it. If I rolled an 8, we could have killed him.
Well, he's down to 1 health, and I now need to roll. I'm next to him. If I roll 3, he's dead.
Yes, I've got 1 Moxie left, but there's nothing I can do. So, on you go.
Here we go. I attack him. I hereby attack him with my garden shears that I took from the last boss we killed. 6.
And and then Yancey's like, "Hey, well done, team, we did it." And then Granny's like, "Bleh."
You know, it doesn't matter because we already won. We already won.
Awesome.
And now I'm looking through the special gear to see what you
Oh,
got.
yeah, okay. Right, so this is in ruffian gear, isn't it? Alright, so we need the... Oh, it's literally right here. It's the next set.
So, upon defeating the ruffian, all townsfolk may discard any unaccomplished feats. So I'm going to discard my unaccomplished feat, which was shameless. Complete a fight without chest and leg gear equipped the entire time. I was never going to get that. Would you guys? You completed all yours, right?
I did. So I've not got any currently.
Each townsfolk then receives 6 coins, which is going to bring me up to. I have 8, so that's going to bring me to 14. It's going to bring you from 3 to 9. Then we restore stats, rotate the buy-in, beaten order. So I'm now first on beating, and you're now first on buy-in. It actually doesn't say to do the gear reward, but you do it. So I don't know why it doesn't.
Yeah, so I took that one out because you just got rid of that one. We don't draw new feats yet, do we?
No, that's the start of the town phase.
Alright, so I found 2 pieces of gear that clearly come from him.
Search the mutilated corpse. Yeah, there only are 3. Search the mutilated corpse for goodies to help you on your journey. Each ruffian has their own 3 pieces of ruffian gear. They are listed at the bottom of the ruffian card. The townsfolk who accomplish the most feats, not the most feat points this round, receives one of these at random. Knocked out townsfolk are not eligible. In case of a tie, the highest roll earns the gear.
Right, but you did 2 and I did 3, right?
Correct. So you're going to get it.
Can't I find this? Oh, there it is. Idiot. Okay, cool. So I just randomize?
Yep. And last time you let chat pick, so I guess you let chat pick again?
Chat. No, when I get the gear I choose.
It was random
Chat,
anyway.
Spam some numbers. Well, hang on, let me put these out. Yeah, it's totally random. Here we go. Left, right, or middle, actually. Let's do it that way. Let's see lefts, rights, middles by this arbitrary system I've invented.
Oh, these are all really good.
Then we can't go wrong. I haven't looked at them yet. Okay, we got a middle and we got a left. Heggers says 8 because that's his favorite game.
We've got one of each. This is super.
And Billy says, roll a 3-sided die. Do I have one? Yeah. I mean, that's just a 6-sided die divided by 2.
Yeah.
Alright. Y'all missed your chance here. I'm rolling a die now. There's a big... Oh, that's a green die. That's not good. So, in the...
I have it.
Do you have a 3-sided die?
I don't have a 6-sided.
I got a 6-sided die here. So we're going to do it in the order of the Automa from Bitoku playthrough on Tuesday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
To left.
1, 2, it's this one. Let's find out. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Milk-soaked limb. 2-handed staff. This is possibly not useful for me.
The worst one is the one that
the critical hit with this weapon, the ruffian loses a movement. Range 3. I mean, range 3 is pretty good, though. Because at range 3, I actually improved my accuracy with it. You know, so like instead of plus... So I actually then have 4 ups.
Yeah, and you do 2 damage with it, but you don't...
I don't...
You lose the...
I lose my gun and the hero's sword. Alright, let's see what else we could have had. We could have had the frog eyes. Grants +1 accuracy while in your head slot. That would have been good. Mocks in your accessory slot, but that could have given me some accuracy. Or the Milkman's hat. +1 mocks, +1 max HP. Both of those are really good.
Yeah, very upsetting.
Also, they both go into slots where I don't actually have anything equipped currently.
I mean, the news is you could sell this if you wanted for either 7 or 8 money. I don't know if how it rounds. I can't remember if it rounds up or down. But
well, we can. Do you have time for the towns phase or no?
I don't think so. I have 10 minutes.
Let's wrap it up then, and we'll do the towns phase next time, and we can decide what to do. So, I don't think we have anything else to do here, right?
No, we don't. I'm excited to do the towns phase because I've got so much money, but I think it'll happen, unfortunately.
The next time on Townsfolk Tussle, then.
When we will be taking on the Troublemaker.
The Trouble... Oh, yes, because that's the next difficulty level.
Yeah.
I was like, who's the Troublemaker? Yeah, we've done Chump and Hooligan, then it's Troublemaker, then it's the big final fight on the other side of the river. On the bright side, with that milk-soaked limb, you'll never be thirsty. Yeah, and I'll never stop vomiting. Gross.
That's some... Oh, it's so disgusting. I'm glad we killed him. I didn't like him much.
He was a bit gross, and he was also not very respectful of our, I don't know, who we are as people.
Yeah, he didn't have personal.
Yeah, he had boundary issues. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
And he's like, and now Chris can get back to Elden Ring.
I can't. I have another commitment at 8 o'clock, unfortunately.
Which is definitely not Elden Ring.
It's not, unfortunately. I wish it was. That's not true, actually. It's not unfortunate at all. But I will play Elden Ring later tonight, maybe, if I am awake. My sleep schedule is really messed up, so it's possible I'll be in bed after
Chris
this.
has been working a lot lately, folks. So yeah, I mean, but we'll try and get another one of these streams back to the table as soon as possible. Yeah, try and get that sorted. But I really enjoyed that. Again, this is good fun. I'm a little concerned. It might be a touch too easy. But maybe that's supposed to be the case when you're doing these 2 starting rounds.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose, you're done, right? You have to the troublemaker. We have to go back and start our our session's over, right? And we have to start again from the beginning.
Yeah, so it's quite. I mean, it's quite fast. Like it doesn't seem fast here on the channel, but that's because we're making a show and chit chatting and all that stuff. But you could probably play through these first 2 rounds in like a couple hours if you're sitting down really focusing on it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's still like if you're doing all 4 rounds in one session, it's still a whole evening session. I'm deliberately ignoring you, chat. Chris has to go, and I've got to wrap up the show. So
This is per player, but I still don't know if that means for one fight or for the whole thing, because 4 minutes per player for all 4 fights seems crazy short.
Right, so you're going to do all 4 fights in less than an hour by yourself? Yeah? Well, everyone knows that the timings on the box is a complete lie. That's the first thing we learn as board gamers. Total lie. Yeah. So we've got, so we'll try to get this back to the table next week sometime if we can. And I'm excited to try more of it. But like I said, I guess it's a fine line to walk because obviously, if you do die, the game is just over, right? So they don't want it to be too punitive.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
But on the other hand, we were low on hit points in that game, but also you still had two more good hits you could tank. So I don't know how fine a line that we were in overall.
Yeah, I assume the final fight's going to be... I think... I have a feeling the final fights are going to be very tough.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting, really, is if you think about the advancement in the game, like, the way we sort of level up and stuff like that, we, like, all the best stuff, we don't have a whole lot of autonomy over whether or not we take it, because it's, just random loot, and it even goes to, like, someone who's just managed to accomplish their goals, which are totally random, so...
Yeah.
It's all quite arbitrary, really. I mean, and I like, personally, I like how simple this is and how quick and easy it is to do. So, these complaints are relatively minor. Like, if I want something with more complex advancement, I've got options for that. What I don't have is a lot of options for something that's this sort of simple and easy to parse. That's also this sort of, I don't know, bombastic. So, it fits a nice little niche.
Yeah, I think so too. It's definitely enjoyable. It's enjoyable. I'm enjoying this mini campaign we're doing. How much more playtime we'll get after that is yet to be seen.
Yeah, well, I'd like to try and get it to sort of like the table in a more casual setting, and see if we do try to do like a whole session in an evening, whether that's fun.
Yeah, and
I'd be keen to try it. All right, so 2 more.
Worry.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. Restricted View Season 2 is coming.
Yeah, we're all on the edge of our seats.
Quite appropriate too. We're a podcast about theatre. Edge of seats. And I think it's Heger's birthday on Saturday. Either that or he's just wishing someone random a happy birthday.
No, it's Saturday's birthday. So today. So happy birthday, Saturday.
Happy birthday, Saturday. An early happy birthday to you, Heggers.
I also didn't know Saturday and Heggers knew each other, so that's kind of nice. Special birthday stream on Saturday for Heggers. Oh, that might be doable. Let's talk on the Patreon, Heggers. But for now, let's wrap this up so Chris can get to his thing. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and keep yourself subscribed to the channel and turn on your notifications, because you never know when I might be doing surprise Elden Ring. You can watch me run around fail in what is the most disastrous blind playthrough of all time.
But don't worry, I'll be training him a little bit. He'll be a bit better next time.
Not if I can get behind Elden Ring before you can trade me. Bye, Ron.
See you guys.